Error starting recording. You may try it again. Oh, that's not good. All right, hello everybody. Welcome to this Fast Track to Fast Cash training webinar we're doing this week. And first, I want to thank you, all of you guys, for signing up for this program, being a part of this program. I appreciate you greatly. And I'm pretty excited about this journey for you, as well as for me and my team as well. We're going to have a lot of fun in this program together, and we're going to make a lot of money together in this program as well. So thank you so much, and thank you so much for being on this webinar. And I know that. I know that you could be doing something else right now, and you got on this call, so I appreciate you greatly. Thank you so much for that. I want to just go through real quick the introduction of of what you should have already by now. If you haven't already know how to contact our customer support team. Our phone number is 877-692-7342. Our support email is support@dodeals.com, or you can go directly to our support website, which is support.dodeals.com. By now, you should have already gotten emails and calls from my staff to do a welcome call with you that gives you all these information and sign you up for these resources. If you have not received a welcome email or a welcome call from my assistants, please let me know that, so that way I can have them contact you. Okay, and let me see here. All of you guys are going to have the dodeals.com Platinum membership for free for the next 2 months, so that way you can get access to all of the leads and all of the resources that we have available for you in the members area. You're also going to get access to the instant lead generator software. That's the software that allows you to send out emails and send out emails to to all of the leads out there on Craigslist for you to find deals. In the members area, you also find a link where you can submit your hotline questions to me. And and anytime you have questions 24/7, that any questions you have that I guess were not answered on the training calls that we'll be doing every Tuesdays for the next 7 weeks, or if during the week you have calls that can't wait until Tuesdays, you have questions that can't wait until Tuesday, you certainly can submit your questions there, and I'll answer them as well. And you're also going to get the access to the 1,000 Deals in 30 Days training videos, because I hope, is there anybody in here that, any of you that did not go through that did not participate in the 1,000 Deals in 30 Days challenge? I hope all of you had participated in that and have gotten the the basic training from that. And also too, you should have also gotten access to the Dodeals University courses, like my cash on demand real estate systems, the virtual vesting fortunes, the virtual REO riches, the creative owner financing flips. All of those are in there, so you should be able to have access to all of that by now. Okay, and the purpose for this training that we're doing, I'm going to actually, because I have so much training materials available, training videos available for you already online. I'm not going to be doing a whole lot of training in this in the next 7 weeks. I'm going to be doing some training, and the training that we'll be doing are going to focus more on how to find deals. I'm not going to be doing too much training on how to find buyers or how to get funding how to set up your business. That's, you know, the next 7 weeks is going to focus more on how to on how to find deals, and also too, I'm going to do less training and have more time for you guys to ask questions, so that way if you're stuck with finding deals, that you're able to do that. Now, once you have your deals, I mean, we're gonna help you sell those deals, and we're also gonna teach you how to sell them yourselves as well. You know, so that way you have that skill set. But I mean, I have so much training information, training courses available already. So, you know, my intent for this webinar is you know, is not too much training. Okay, got it? All right. So the JV program, and let me explain to you about the deal submission process and all of that. I hope all of you guys can see my screen okay. Yeah, let me check here. And you know, there's 2 types of deals that you'll be submitting to us. Most of you are going to be submitting the normal deals. Some of you are qualified to submit the bulk REO deals and the non-performing notes and performing notes. So I'll explain that in just a little bit. Let me see here. When I say normal deals, what I'm talking about is I'm talking about like the individual single-family homes type deals. Okay. Yeah, the normal individuals single-family homes type deals. Currently, well, what's going to happen is you're going to submit the deals to us, and you're going to submit it to amy@dodeals.com. That's my my assistant that's going to be handling that. And what's going to happen is you're going to be working. Well, John Susi, who's one of my students, but now he's, you know, I recruited him to help me in this program, to help you guys as well. And so Amy and John are going to be working with you as you submit your deals to you know, to work with you to get it sold. And the split on the normal single-family homes deals is a 50-50 split. Okay, so whatever deal that we do, you know, that we do with you, whatever the net profit is, that's how we split it. Okay, and you're going to get the contract or the flex option under your name, and at closing we'll just invoice this. We'll just send an invoice to the title company for our part of the deal. There might be some deals that you know, I guess depending on the deal, there might be some deal that will also add our name to the contract, but most of the time it's just going to be your name on the contract, and we'll just send an invoice to the title company for our part of the deal. And so other than the contract, we don't really need any other agreements, okay, because your name will be in all of them. And you can use your individual name, your personal name, or you can use your company's name. It's up to you. Okay. Here are some of the deal qualification. The deals that you send to us, in most cases, we want them to be at 65% of value minus repair. ARV stands for after repair value. So let's say, you know, a house retails for $100,000. If you were to fix it up all nicely, then that would be the ARV. Okay, and so let's say a house is worth $100,000 and needs $10,000 in repairs. That means that we need to be getting that property at $55,000. Right, 65% of $100,000 is $65,000 minus $10,000 for repairs. That would be $55,000. So we want to see a house for 65% of ARV or less, because we're going to try to sell them at 70% of ARV or 75% of ARV. There are some exceptions to this, very few exceptions. The exception would be when the property is in really good condition and doesn't need much repairs at all. Right, where it's in a condition where someone can move-in condition, somebody can move into it because it's a new house. Those would be the those would be the exceptions to this, and we'll look at that when that time comes. But generally speaking, just make sure you find deals that are at least 65% of ARV minus repairs or less. Okay. You must have a contract with the homeowner. If you're dealing with the homeowner directly, then it must be a contract, not a flex option. Okay, it must be an actual contract. And to get the actual contract is not that much different from getting the flex option. And we'll put a clause in the contract to say subject to partner's approval and final subject to final inspection and appraisal approved by partner. And so that would allow me a chance to say whether or not that's a good enough deal, or do we need to go back and renegotiate the price some more. Now, if you're not dealing with a homeowner, if you're dealing with another wholesaler instead, and the wholesaler has a contract with the homeowner, then in that case, then that's fine. You can send a flex option to us, and that would be okay. All right, so either send us a flex option that you have signed with a wholesaler, or send us a contract that you have with the homeowner directly. Okay. Do not send us any realtor deals. We prefer to not have any realtor involved in these deals because since there's so many parties involved, having a realtor involved gets really messy. So we prefer not to have any realtor deals. The only time when it's okay for a realtor deal would be on an REO deal where it's a sweet REO deal and we have enough margin that we can double close on it, that we can close on it, get it funded, and then turn around and close it with the buyer. Then that's time it's okay. But in most cases, we prefer no realtor deals, especially no realtor deals in terms of like if you don't have it under contract. If it's just a realtor that has some deals on the MLS, we're not interested in those. Okay, you have to have it under contract before before you submit it to us. This is not, I mean, we're going to help you as much as possible in this program, but this program is not meant to be a, meant to be a mentoring program where we hold your hand through how to deal with realtors and all of that. I have the other training videos available for you to learn that. This program is meant to be a deal-making program. John and I want a lot of deals, so we want to focus on making sure you guys have deals. And if you haven't learned how to find deals, the 1,000 deals in 30 days challenge training videos is a really good start for you, right, to start finding deals. We're going to talk about how to find deals in this throughout this training as well. No short sale deals. And the reason why we don't want to have any short sale deals is because most short sale deals in today's market, are not not good. They're not that great deals, and you would have to sell it to a retail buyer, someone who's going to buy and live in it. Most likely, they're not investor grade deals. We want deals that we can sell to investors. And so we prefer not to have any short sale deals. And also, too, it's, the short sale deals takes a long time, so we're not interested in negotiating short sale deals. If, just like any of these, there are exceptions, I guess, and we'll consider the exceptions on a case-by-case basis. If you already have a short sales that you already got approved and have a contract, and it's a really sweet deal that that the margin is cheap enough for us to sell to an investor, then we would consider that. But generally speaking, if it's just a normal short sale lead and you haven't gotten a contract approved, then yeah, we wouldn't be interested in it. Okay. All right. So here are the things that you need to package with for the deal before you send it over to us. Number one is you need to have a contract or a flex option signed. You need to have pictures. Okay. You need to know what the value of the property is, and if you have comps for the property, that's great. Okay. Now there are several different ways you can find the value. The way that we prefer the most for you to find the value is to get the comps from the MOS. To get comps from the MOS, okay, and comps for the last 6 months sold, in that subdivision would be the best thing. So, if you have access to the MOS, or if you have a real estate agent to help you with that, that would be best because that is the most reliable. If you're dealing with other wholesalers, then make sure you ask them if they have MLS comps, okay? Now, if you don't have access to comps, what you can do is you can go on findcompsfast.com, our website there, and put in your and log in with your email address. And what I want you to do is I want you to find out the value from all of these different websites, and I want you to average them up. So you find out what Zillow.com says the value is. You find out what the tax appraisal says the value is, and these two information is on our website here. You find out what cyberhomes.com says the value is. You want to find out what appraisal.com says the value is, and you want to find out what valuemap.com says the value is. And the links to these sites are on Find Comps Fast. And then you're going to average all 5 of these up. And when you average all 5 of these up, it's going to get us a pretty close value to, it should get us a pretty close value to what the MOS will say. Okay. All right. Let me see here. Also, when you send it to us, send us the list of repairs and how much. Okay, send us the list of repairs and how much in repairs it is. If you don't know that information, just ask the wholesaler you're dealing with, or if you're dealing with the homeowner directly, you can use the rehab estimator that we have available in the members area, or you can send out a contractor. Send out a contractor to get a repair bid on the property. Okay, is that you guys clear on that? Is that easy enough? You will get a replay of this, and so and I'll send the deal submission here to you guys in the email as well. Okay, so that way you know. But you will get a replay of this. All right. Now, for those of you who are who have bulk REOs, what you could do is, you can also submit them to me. Ronald Hoff is another student of mine who has, graduated from I guess from a normal student like you guys are now into doing the bulk REO stuff with me. So how John is helping me with the normal deals, Ronald is helping me with the bulk REOs and notes, and so you still submit the deal to Amy. And Amy is going to be working with Ron, and Ron probably will call you as necessary or email you when you submit the deals. And so as far as the split is on these deals, it's a case-by-case basis because it depends on how many parties are involved in your relationship in the transaction. If I'll give you an example. If you are direct to the sellers, the bank or the asset managers, if you have direct access or contact, then you're going to get 1%, 1 point out of that transaction, and 1 point is equivalent to 1%. So let's say $1 million deal, which is a very small deal. Okay, a lot of deals we deal with are like over 10 million, 100 million, and so let's say $1 million, 1% of $1 million is 100,000, right? And so that just to give you an example, but yeah, like I said, $1 million is a pretty small deal. Now, if you don't have direct access to the sellers or to the bank, I should say, if you don't have direct access to the banks or the asset manager, and you're just referring us to someone who has the package, or who have access, then depending on how many parties are involved, your part of the split might be even like 0.1% or less. So it depends. Chances are you probably, and like I said, once you have the deal, once you have the lead, and we know what your relationship is, then we can better tell you what is the percentage that you're going to get out of these deals, right? And so that, I hope that'll help you clear it up. I know it's, like I said, it's a case-by-case basis because some of these deals are really big, and the bigger the deals, the less percentage that you make, but you might make more money. It's just the percentage is less. Like you can make a 0.05% of a deal, but let's say 0.05% of $1 billion deal, that's a lot of money. I don't know what, because 1 point of $1 billion deal is $1 million. So 0.5% of $1 million would be $50,000. You see how that works? And on a $1 billion deal, chances are there's a lot of parties involved. It could be like, there could be like 5, 6, or even 10 parties involved in like just one transaction. So normally the bigger the deals, the more parties involved, and so the split happens differently. And so it's a very case-by-case basis. All right, you guys, before I move on here, are you guys all clear on this part? Do the bulk oil deals have to be under contract? The answer is no, Richard. No. On bulk oil deals, we just want, we want you to refer to us because our buyer wants to deal directly with the seller. They don't want to have to deal with any third parties in the middle, and so we still can be third parties in the middle, and and get our our share of the profit. But when the closing happens, or when they're negotiating the transaction, the buyer and the seller must be negotiating directly. There's no third party involved in the middle for the negotiation. Okay. All right. So I must be explaining this thing really well because none of you guys have questions for now, so that's good. So we'll move on. Okay. All right. And so in the next 7 weeks, we're going to focus on how to find deals. Okay. So that's, we're going to focus on how to find deals, and and not anything else. So we're going to focus you in on that. We're going to talk about all the different ways that you're going to find deals, and these ways are the ways that the guys, each week I'll be sending you a new video of one of the What's Working Best Now videos that that I'm interviewing another investor across the U.S. And so, depending on the guy, they're using one or more of these ways to find deals. And so I'm going to teach you one of these strategies in one of the weeks. Oops, let me put this as week 5 here. And so get you guys familiarized and know how to find deals to bring to us, so we can market them and sell them. Okay. All right. All right. So let's go. So we're in week 1 today. So we're going to talk about two different ways for you to be finding deals, and these are the 2 easiest ways. And so please make sure you do this week. Okay. So we'll first talk about wholesale deals. Whether you have participated in the 30-day challenge or not, if you have participated in it, go back and watch module 2 on how to find wholesale deals, how to use the flex option to control those wholesale deals. If you have not, if you did not participate in the 30-day challenge, make sure that you contact us for the access, or if you haven't already gotten the access, contact us for the access and go in and watch module number 2 on how to find wholesale deals, how to contact wholesalers, how to get a flex option on those properties, and you're going to send those deals to us. Okay. Here are some of the places that you can find wholesale deals. I'm not going to go through and teach you this module because the videos is there available already for you to learn that. Right? The different places that you can log in to find wholesale deals is dodeals.com is one of the places you can go in. And once you log into the Do Deals members area, click on Wholesale Deals tab, and you'll be able to find them. Another way you can find wholesale deals too is in your when you log into Do Deals. Let me see here, members area and ILG. All right. So also access the instant lead generator software, and maybe I should let me see. Maybe I should load it up here. So that way you guys can see where it is. Oops. All right, so here, when you log into the members area and you click on wholesale deals here, this is where you'll be able to access the wholesale deals, okay? And so, log into your, to your market area. Oh, hold on here, it's not. There we go. All right, so log into members area and click on wholesale deals. So be contacting these people, okay? And also, the instant lead generator is up here. A link is up here. Instant lead generator. If you select fixer wholesale deals, you'll also be able to find some there as well. I don't know what market area you're in, but I'm just gonna put I'll put Dallas, Texas, or something for now. Okay. So here are some deals that you can look into. For that, okay. Richard asks, is there a maximum number on the bulk REO deals? The answer is no, not really. We have buyers that are interested up to like 10 billion a month, and so that's a pretty big number. So I can't imagine. We don't have any trillion-dollar buyers yet. But yeah, 10 million a month. I mean 10 billion a month, not 10 billion one time. So it's a lot of money. All right. Let me see here. Yeah, and so there's another website out there, and this website is limited to only 15 cities in the U.S. Yourhousedeals.com, which is it's actually Doug Smith is a friend of mine who runs that website, and Doug was actually one of my very first mentees years ago, back in 2003. And you know, Doug has gone on to have done a lot of deals, and yeah, and started this website as well. It's similar to Do Deals, but it only focus on like 15 different market areas. And they also have, so if you're in one of their market areas that have wholesale deals, you might want to check there for wholesale deals as well. Rehablist.com by Mike Collins is another website that also have wholesale deals that you can go and check out as well. Okay, and find local websites in your, you know, I mean, if check your website, you know, let me see here. You know, check your local website on. I'm going to go on Google here. Let's say I'm going to look for Dallas wholesale deals. Okay. So I search in Dallas wholesale deals here, and then there's several different websites that comes up. Or let me put like real estate. Okay. You know, and look at some of these websites here, and find out which one is like the you know, which one has wholesale deals. Because every local market area is a little bit different. So the ones I'm giving you, they're kind of national sites, but you might be able to find some on the local level and find wholesale deals there as well. Okay. Let me see. Ask under book REOs and notes, can it be any kind of real estate such as commercial, hotels, apartments, strip malls, etc.? The answer is yes. Okay. All right. So, yeah, it could be anything. It doesn't have to be just single family homes. We have buyers for different products. All right, so the next thing I want to talk to you about is networking to find wholesale deals. You know, make sure you guys have business cards. If you don't have business cards, go to vistaprints.com. And you know, they have some free business cards you can print out. If not, you can go to Office Depot and buy one of those perforated blank business cards and print on them and pass them out, because you're going to be going wherever there's wholesale deals, wherever there's investors, you're going to go and network with them. So check in your market area for real estate investment clubs. Right, like here in Houston, we have the Rich Club. I know in Dallas, there's like two or three of them. So wherever you go, you know, whatever your market area is, make sure you find all of the real estate investing clubs, and you're going to go there, because a lot of wholesalers, they go there, and a lot of the wholesalers, they go there and they pass out flyers for the wholesale deals and stuff. So make sure you go there and make sure you go there and network with them and pick up, and find out if they have wholesale deals, and let them know that just follow module number 2 and I'll explain to you. But let them know that you have a buyers list that you can market the deal to your buyers, And so network with RIA clubs. You know, RIA clubs is one. I mean, it's a really good place for you to find these wholesale deals. I'm going to answer Scott's question here. Scott said you have mentioned this. Let me see. On normal deals, do we have to have a C buyer, or are you going to be the C buyer in the transaction? Okay, I am not going to be the buyer in any of these transactions. Our main goal is we're going to try to assign these contracts to our buyer. So we're going to try to do just one closing, A to B, and that's it. In most of these cases, we're going to try to do that. Okay, we'll either assign the contract to them, or we'll get the contract under an LLC and sell them the LLC. And so that's our preferred way of doing it. In cases where we do have to double close it, then what's going to happen is we become the B buyer. So A to B will close on it, and then B to C will close on the C with our buyer. With our buyer. And when I say our buyer, it could be a buyer that my team and I find for you, or it could be a buyer that you find yourself. Okay, so either way, we have the C buyer. So, like, I guess whoever finds the buyer first wins, sort of thing. If you find your own buyer, then if you find your own buyer and close on the deal, you don't have to split that profit with us. You only have to split profit with us if you're selling it to one of our buyers. Okay. Let me see here. Chris asks, is there video information that explains the LLC process? There isn't. Actually, I might have a video that explain it. I think that if you watch the virtual audio riches course on module number 3, I think 3 or 4 in that course, I explains about that. So let me let me find that video and send it to you guys to watch that. But unless we get to that part, then I'll teach you guys how that works. But for the purpose of this program, I want you guys to focus on just finding the deals. Don't worry too much about how we're going to close on them. Don't worry too much, about how we're going to find the buyers just yet. Just focus on how to find the deals for now. And when we get to those steps, I'll teach you about those things. But I want you to focus on finding the deals, okay? Renee said, if we find a buyer, do you help us with the closing? If we help, to what extent are we going to help with the closing? If we can just answer some of your questions and you close, then yes, we'll do that. But if you need like a lot of help where I have to get John involved, then you do have to split the profit with us on that. And so depends on the extent that you need help with closing. A lot of the help that you get is you probably would already, the training in the 30-day challenge might have already answered those questions for you. So make sure you watch, when you get to that part, make sure you watch module number 4 in the 30-day challenge to get help with that. Ray said, will you send us the contract we need to use? Yeah, you can use you can use our one-page contract that's available in the what is that? In the members area. Now, if you're in a state where your title company prefers to use a state-specific contract, like Florida or Texas, then you want to use your state-specific contract. But if not, if they're okay with you using any contract, then yeah, you can use the one-page contract that's available in the members area. Gail said, do you know what would be the average turnaround time after a deal is submitted? We get on the deal as soon as we see the deal. I mean, what is the average turnaround time of us start working that deal? You know, if you get us all the information that we need, we'll start to market it immediately. But I guess if I just give you a time, I would say, you know, within 24 hours, we'll start marketing that property to our buyers list and you know, and on the internet as well to find a buyer for it. Yeah, depending on how good that deal is, we might be able to find a buyer within that same day. You know, if it's like a really good, cheap deal. If we have marketed that deal for a week and we haven't found any buyer, chances are the price is too high. So at that point, we would go back to you and says, hey, we need to renegotiate to get this price down lower because we're not getting any bites on it. Chances are either the value is not there, the value is not as high as we thought it was, or the repairs is too much, or or whatever the case might be that it's not selling. Most of the time, you know, the way wholesale deals work is that it's all price. You know, price is what's going to sell the house. And so when the price is not cheap enough, it doesn't sell. And so we have to renegotiate with the wholesaler or renegotiate with the homeowner to get the price down further to find a buyer. We'll help you with that process when that comes. Hector said, is there a minimum amount you are looking to make per deal? This question is directed toward flex option where other investors are involved. The absolute minimum we want to make on the deal is $3,000. That would be like the absolute minimum. Okay. You know, we like to make at least $5,000 or more on the deal. Is there a form for the JV members? We do have a form in the members area, and so yeah, you certainly can use that if you want to network with other members. We'll create a topic on there for that for JVs, and you can post in there. Okay. What about records for taxes? Do you send us copies of records? Well, your name is going to be on the contract, and so the title company is going to send you a copy of the HUD, and so that would be your record for taxes. Okay. Is there a proof of funds letter to use for REOs? Chris, if you're going to be working on REOs, which is, I mean, we do have that available for you. However, I don't want you to start out with REOs because you know, I don't know how much experience you have with REOs, but I would recommend that you guys start out with wholesale deals because they're easier to find, and the homeowners already, the wholesalers already have it under contract. But if you know how to work the REOs, then yeah, we do have a proof of funds letter available for you to use for that. Renee said, is it okay to use your property value estimator on due deals? It is okay for you to use that. I do, you know, I do prefer if you have MLS comps. If you have to use our value estimator, just make sure you find out the value of all of these and average them up, okay? You know, and so, yeah, so find the value of all of them and average them up to give us the value. But if you can get access to MLS comps, that would be super. Yes, Alan, you do get proof of funds. Proof of funds is only for companies. It's not for individuals. You have to have either an LLC or a corporation. RealQuest comps. RealQuest comps is okay, Jim, if you have access to that. So for the proof of funds that you might need, just go to dodealsdayfunding.com to get your proof of funds, okay? Scott said, Tim, when we find the deals, what is the best method to submit the deal to you? An online mechanism where we can jack the documents and share with you. Right now, just email it to us. All right, so email to amy@dodeals.com. So once you have a deal under contract or under a flex option, and you have pictures, you have all of these things that we are looking for, this package here, then email it to amy@dodeals.com. Okay. All right. Okay, so so besides RIA clubs, meetup.com is another great great website that you can go to, and there's people who create meetup groups that they meet up live in person, like locally. So make sure you go there and meet up with other people. Let me see here. Richard had a comment about that. Let me go back and look at that here. Let me see here. Oh yeah, okay. Richard said, I'm in 15 real estate meetup groups here in LA. I'm always at a meeting, and it is a very good place to pick up wholesale rehabbers, private lenders, and to be around other very successful real estate investors. Yes, that is correct. And so REI Club and Meetup, make sure you belong to a meetup group and meet up with them. Okay. Look for bird dogs to bring you deals. So start to tell everybody that you buy houses. Right, so for them to bring you deals, for them to refer you deals, and you pay them a referral fee, and you can just tell them we'll pay you a $500 referral fee when we close on the deal. And whatever other investors, wholesalers, landlords, rehabbers that you can find, network with all of them. All right, so just network like crazy. So for this week, I want you to focus in on, finding wholesale deals and networking, All right, because that's going to be the easiest way for you to do that. And so, so if you haven't watched Module 2 of the 30-day challenge, that should be the first thing you should do is watch Module 2. Okay? So like, if you can start watching it tonight, go and do that. If not, watch it tomorrow. But so like, I guess if I have to say, your homework for this week is watch Module 2 and find wholesale deals, contact wholesalers, go networking, find wholesale deals. Your entire goal this week is just find wholesale deals and get a flex option sign on them and submit to us to market them for sale. All right, so that's your main objective for this week. You guys wrote that down? So, submit to Tim. Okay. I guess submit to Amy, I should say. All right, there you go. Okay. Suzanne said, we have some leads in small towns, for example, Demopolis, Alabama. We can get them under contract, wondering if you will have buyers in small towns. If it's small town, it might be a little bit more tricky, but as long as there's landlords there, we might be able to find buyers for them in small town as well. So, just get them under contract, send it to us. We'll help you with that. You do not need any proof of funds to negotiate a flex option, okay? You only need proof of funds when you're dealing with bank-owned properties, REOs. If you're not dealing with REOs, you do not need proof of funds. You see here. Richard said, during the past month, I've found 3 buyers. All 3 are rehabbers, and I found them by driving my zip codes. Good job. And of course, all 3 of them said, yes, send me your deals. I will take a look at them. Good job, Richard. Good for you, man. So send them your deals. That's how you do it. Okay. Marvin, can you send an email to support@dodeals.com so that way they'll get you signed up with an account? But the 30-day challenge videos is located at 1000dealsin30days.com. Actually, you know what? Let me check. It should. I must have not. Oh, right here. When you log into the members area, see this banner right here, 30-day challenge? Click on that. Okay, and click on that to get access to the 30-day challenge videos. Okay. Right there. Cheryl asked Tim, I didn't have the link for this training session until 10 minutes ago. Would this training be safe for me to review later? Yes. I'm recording it, so in the morning I'll have my assistants upload it online and email the replay to you guys. Okay, so make sure you guys, yeah, use that. All right, let me see here. Can you send a mind map as well? No, well, how to best do this? I'll send you guys the mind map for, yeah, I'll take out these other parts, like the ones that we haven't covered yet. I'm not going to include them, but I'll send you guys the mind map for what I do have available. Okay. All right. Any other questions, y'all? I'm all yours. So ask them. So besides Marvin, anyone else that did not participate in the 30-day challenge? All of you guys participate in the 30-day challenge? Alan, you didn't participate either? Okay. Okay, Bob didn't participate. Okay. Wow, there's quite a few people who didn't participate. Right. Okay. Well then, yeah. Then then make sure you watch that that module 2. Deborah said, I'm a realtor in the states of Georgia and have access to the MOS. Do I need to get a flex option contract for my wholesale deals? The answer is yes, Deborah. Yes, you do. Okay, because you're not representing the seller nor the buyer. You're doing the transaction as as a principal in the transaction. Okay, so you wouldn't be acting as a real estate agent. Let me see here. Renee said, do you want a detailed breakdown of the repairs or just the total? I would like a detailed breakdown, please. So that way, we know, because we're going to have to tell our buyers what are all the repairs. Yeah. All right, for any of you guys, if you're having trouble getting access to the 1000dealsin30days.com site, please send an email to support@dodeals.com. Support@dodeals.com. Okay, so just do that for us. Support@dodeals.com, or go directly to the site support.dodeals.com to submit your ticket. And in the morning, my assistant will help you with that. Make sure you guys have access, okay? Yeah, we're going to have a replay for this, so you'll be able to watch the replay. So if there is a new login, the login to 1000dealsin30days.com is not the same as your dodeals.com login, okay? It's a different login. And so, yeah, so make sure you get access to that. Make sure you have the right login. Richard, the call on October 25th is also in the 1000 Deals in 30 Days too. The replay is on there for you to watch. I'm sorry to hear about your situation, man. I hope everything goes well. Let me see here. Maria said, for the future, just in case I need it, can you tell me what are the fees involved to get an LLC? It depends on your state. It ranges in, like some states, I know it's only $50. Here in Texas, it's $300. So check with your state. I don't know what, I know like Colorado is $50. I know Michigan is $50. Yeah, so just check with your state. Savannah said, can we use a purchase and sales agreement with assignment sent by? Yes, we can use a purchase and sales agreement with assignment. Ray asked, do you need pics of the inside? Send me as many pictures as you have, as you can get, because remember, the easier you make our job is to market it to our buyers, the faster we'll get the house sold. So if you don't send me enough information, then it'll take longer to get it sold, and then, yeah, and then it's not good for you nor me. So get us as much information as you can get, as much pictures as you can, as detailed of a repair list as you can. All right, just get us everything. Yeah, Scott, thanks for your offer there, but I prefer for you to focus on, go find some more deals. You don't want to get bogged down with helping people with getting the repair scopes. Yeah, for those of you, you should all log into the members area and play around with the rehab estimator. That will also help you a lot. Rehab estimator right here. All right, it has a pretty big breakdown of all of the repairs that you can use. Okay, you can go to advanced, and it will have even more detailed of all the repairs. Like over 120 line items that we have on here. How to use the ILG. Let me go back to that. The ILG is really simple to use. You're going to make sure you set up your Gmail email account. This is not my personal Gmail email account, so don't. This is only for sellers to email to us, sellers and buyers, so you guys don't do that. But you can, once you go in here, you can add more. You can add your Gmail account in here, okay? And you're going to select the type of email, the type of leads that you want, and select the country, state, city, and you can put in a generic email, like whatever you want to type in. Hi, hi, I'm emailing about your house for sale, your wholesale deal. Is it still available? Thanks. So I just want them to reply back to me, so that way you can get the email address, and so that way you can get the email address and and put that into your list of wholesalers to contact for next time. So let's say I click on one of these properties. Notice when I click into the ad, the to, from, and the subject line automatically get filled in. Okay, and so then you can just click on submit, and it'll send them an email. All right, so here's one that says, we have home subject 50% of equity, little or no work needed. Subject 2, takeover payments, owner finance. Have a home for sale, we can close fast, cash. All right, so like I can send them, submit right here, and they'll send an email for me. Okay. Authentication, then I probably need to update my authentication failure. I probably need to update my password on here. Oops, where is it? But yeah, that's how it works, okay? It's pretty easy to use, so play around with it. Can we use the property value estimator? Yes. I think I answered that already. Yes. We want to work REOs out of our area. What's your advice for us? Oh, I don't recommend that you work on REOs outside of your area. If you're going to work on REO, it's best if you work them in your area. You can work on wholesale deals out of your area, but for REOs, I recommend you focus on your own area first. Once you get really good at it, then you can go outside of your area. Okay. Let me see here. Gail said, Tim, before I forgot, just want to let you know you have great assistants in Jill and Ivy. Thanks, Gail. Appreciate that. Let's see here. Ron said, Tim, will there be a replay of yesterday's investor interview? How long will be available for us to view them? Yeah, it'll always be up there for you to watch that. So yes, you can you can just check your email from yesterday and watch it. It'll always be there for you. we're going to put them all into like one web page too, so to centralize it for you. Cheryl asks, what if our deals are coming from asset managers? They don't usually have the detailed information. Will you accept those deals too? If you're talking about bulk REO deals, then no, we don't need the detailed information. I was talking about like normal deals. If you're talking about bulk REOs, that's a different story. Alfred said, if you sell to your buyers, am I to assume that settlement will be done at your end, Rick? Rick, you know, it depends on the transaction. If the wholesaler is involved, or if the wholesaler is willing to just let us do assignment, so we only have one closing. If that's the case, then it's just between the wholesaler and the buyer, and you and I going to invoice them for our fee, and the title company will pay us. But the settlement is going to happen on, I guess, to give you a general answer, the settlement is going to happen on your end, and we're going to invoice the title company for our part. Okay. Right. Betty said, how do we find out about the JV bulk REO performing, non-performing notes? There's really, well, the way that works is, you know, once you have a lead on a bulk REOs or performing or non-performing notes, you send it over to us, and then Ron Hoff is going to contact you from there. Okay. Gil asks, what if it's a single-family REO? Do I need all the repair details since it's being sold as is? Yes. Anytime it's a single-family homes, we need everything. You know, we need the details of the repairs, the pictures, everything, because our buyer's going to ask us for it, and if we don't know the answer to it, it wastes our time. So we want to get all of those information ahead of time. So anytime it's like one single individual home, we need all of this, okay? We need the contract or the flex option. We need the pictures. We need the value and the comps. And we need the list of repairs. Okay. All right, any other questions, y'all? You guys know what your goals are for this week, okay? So go watch Module 2 of the 30-day challenge. Find wholesale deals, get them in the flex option, and submit to Amy. Cheryl said, what is the minimum price of the bulk REO package to submit to your office? We haven't dealt with any package that's smaller than $1 million. I mean, the way these bulk REO works is that I mean, whether they're small deals or big deals, they take about the same amount of time. So it's best if you send us the bigger deals. If you have smaller deals, yeah, I don't know. We might have to like figure something out. But the bigger the deals, the better. Okay, the bigger the deals, the better. Where is the JV forum for members is going to be? When you log into the members area, click on Genius Network, and that's where the forum will be. Okay, click on Genius Network. So it'll be in here. Okay. If you can't get into the 30-day challenge, please just open up a ticket at support.dudeals.com or send us an email at support@dudeals.com. Okay? So just do that. Right. Okay. Any other questions? You know, throughout the week, if you have any questions, please submit it here. Log into here and go to Hotline over here, okay, and submit it through there. Okay. Go to Assistance Hotline. Suzanne asks, what is the margin in the deal analyzer? That's the profit margin. Like, do you want, do you want 30% profit margin or 15% profit margin? All right, y'all. Well, yeah, it looks like there's no more questions left. So we're going to go ahead and end the webinar for today. So please, please, please do your homework this week, which is these things right here, okay? And I will be sending out the replay of this webinar tomorrow morning. And so make sure you look out for that. And if you have any questions, please submit it to the hotline so we can help you. All right? Well, thank you so much, y'all, for being on the webinar today. I appreciate you greatly. And I look forward to working with you guys and doing some deals with you and making some money together. So thank you. Good night, y'all. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.